Today, let us give a new name for our Darbari media gang, which is Paltu Gang. Because the way these people took a U-turn after Maharashtra election results was actually an amusing show to watch.
One of them is the veteran Sharad Pawar. He seems to have got his ticket distribution right and therefore is focusing on a strike rate. He had a high strike rate in Lok Sabha. Even at the age of 84, he seems to be able to get his caste arithmetic and his local management of elections rather right.
ये सब दोगलापन है। मैं तेरा दोगलापन उतारता हूँ।
एक राष्ट्रीय लेवल पर लेकर वो चुनाव 10 में से 8 सीट आप क्यों जीते? क्योंकि वो नेशनल इलेक्शन हो गया। थोड़ी बहुत सहानुभूति भी थी आपके लिए, पर 84 साल की उम्र में करोगे क्या? अगला चुनाव तो अब आएगा 2029, he will be 89।
चीटिंग करता है तू, चीटिंग करता है तू।
So Mahayuti had a historic landslide in Maharashtra elections, securing over 50% plus vote share. But our Darbari media, this Paltu gang, which was all praises for MVA and were criticizing Mahayuti's Ladli Bahin Yojana, all of a sudden shifted their sides, stating how they had already predicted Mahayuti's win in Maharashtra elections. Starting off with India Today journalist Preeti Chaudhary. So this is her statement before the Maharashtra election results were announced.
Point shame on the Ladli Bahin Yojana, where I told you, there's a contradiction to this scheme. It is backfiring. I was in Madhya Pradesh. I knew that the Ladli Bahin Yojana was working. I think we were one of the very few channels who reported that the BJP could, that this could be the BJP strong card in Madhya Pradesh. Here, the difference here is, statistically, we like to see women as this one big monolith. In Maharashtra, because the expanse of it, and in a way, Rajdeep is right. Maharashtra really lives in its rural belt. I have spent 10 days now in Vidhan Shiv. You have to look at women not just as women who are getting 1,500 rupees.
She could be seen saying that Ladli Bahin Yojana could be a game changer in Madhya Pradesh, but it is unlikely to work for women in Maharashtra. Now from here, straightforward taking our viewers to this tweet of Preeti from yesterday, where she states that exactly a year ago in Madhya Pradesh, I saw the Ladli Bahin Yojana as a possible game changer. The same scheme in Maharashtra swept through the agrarian distress, inflation, caste fault lines, etc. Similar scheme works for JMM in Jharkhand. But Madam Preeti, for you giving the women of Maharashtra rupees 1,500 under Ladli Bahin scheme was not relevant enough. So why taking a sudden U-turn on your own words? Well, this inspiration and lessons of hypocrisy is inspired from your colleague and alleged India Today journalist Rajdeep Sardesai, who as well before the election results was all praises for Sharad Pawar, stating how he seems to have got his ticket distribution right and is focusing on a strike rate, which he got right in Lok Sabha elections, and that Sharad Pawar is able to have got his caste calculations right.
Distribution right and therefore is focusing on a strike rate. He had a high strike rate in Lok Sabha and he's pushing for that in the Vidhan Sabha as well. So even at the age of 84, he seems to be able to get his caste arithmetic and his local management of elections rather right.
Now let me take you straight to Saurav Dwivedi's Netagiri show, where you can hear Rajdeep saying that people who went with Ajit Pawar won, but those with Sharad Pawar went weak.
जितने अजीत पवार के साथ थे वो जीत गए और जो शरद पवार के साथ रहे वो कमजोर हो गए.
And also that Sharad Pawar was able to secure seats in Lok Sabha elections only because he got sympathy.
राष्ट्रीय लेवल पर लेकर वो चुनाव 10 में से 8 सीट आप क्यों जीते? क्योंकि वो नेशनल इलेक्शन हो गया. थोड़ी बहुत सहानुभूति भी थी आपके लिए.
In fact, amusingly, Rajdeep was seen making comments on Sharad Pawar that what will he do now after reaching the age of 84, as next elections will be in 2029. By that time, Sharad Pawar would be 89.
पर 84 साल की उम्र में करोगे क्या? अगला चुनाव तो अब आएगा 2029, he will be 89.
So now you must be understanding this Paltu politics of Rajdeep Sardesai before and after elections.
No, this is Rajdeep's googly.
Next we have hypocrite journalism of Ravish Kumar, where on one hand he is watering down Mahayuti's win in Maharashtra and their Ladli Bahin scheme for women.
जहां इतनी गरीबी हो वहां सरकार खाते में 1500 रुपए डाल दे, इसका असर तो होना ही था. मतलब पहले आपको गरीब से गरीब किया जाए, फिर कुछ पैसे दे दिए जाएं.
And on the other hand, you hear him praising the Soren government for their win in Jharkhand elections because of the Maiya Yojana scheme for women.
सरकार ने मैया सम्मान योजना लॉन्च कर दी. मतदान से पहले 50 लाख महिला मतदाताओं के खाते में 4,000 रुपए भेजे जा चुके थे. दिसंबर से यह राशि 2,500 प्रतिमाह कर दी जाएगी. इसका फैसला हो चुका है कि योजनाओं और उपलब्धियों को जनता तक काफी ठीक से पहुंचाया. हेमंत और कल्पना की मेहनत ने इंडिया गठबंधन को झारखंड में बचा लिया.
Lastly, in the Paltu gang, we have our professional protester Yogendra Yadav, who was so disappointed with the win of Mahayuti in Maharashtra that he is not even interested in wasting his energy on unnecessarily blaming the EVMs for their loss, something which his party Congress often cries foul over.
The outcome of elections, especially in terms of seats, tends to shock people. That in fact almost is the point of election. So just because we are shocked, it doesn't mean that there's something abnormal, that EVMs have gone wrong.
So you see how conveniently our Darbari media gang plays journalism by attacking their opponent before the onset of any big event, and then when they suffer a defeat, they quickly barge in to take the winning sides.